Welcome back to the HoodCast.
The opinions expressed on the HoodCast are those of the guests and the host. They reflect no inference or agreement by Hood Tech Productions or Hood Tech Productions LLC or HoodCast LLC.
The information presented on the HoodCast is not intended to offend any race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or nation of origin. Please listen at your own discretion.
It is now time.
It's time.
Get ready. Let's do it.
Yo, we are back. What's up, world? Welcome back to another edition of Hood Tech Presents the HoodCast, baby. www.hoodtechproductions.com. Check that little merc out, baby. The merc store. What it do, y'all? What it do? HoodCast 359. We have a guest tonight. But before I introduce my guest, let me bring in my good partner, William Bigums.
What's happening, people? How y'all feeling tonight?
What it do? We're minus one co-host because of the COVID. That shit snitch.
How long we gonna let her slide on that though? I mean, come on, it's been 5. No, it ain't been 5 days, has it?
No,
it's supposed about it Monday.
Yeah, I think they said they tested it and she just really started feeling it was Sunday.
All right,
so it can hit you for 7 days. It can't do that.
I know, but you're a medical professional. You're supposed to have that little extra shit in the back. You're supposed to have that little secret formula.
I told her she better have that Dr. Tissue since she wouldn't have caught that shit. Well, if she wouldn't have caught it, that shit would have died like immediately because it was like
put on that Trump remedy. Go gargle that good Clorox.
No, that should have killed you. Dr. Tissue would kill that shit. You see what I'm saying? It's safe, 100% safe. World, trust in your boy, the boss, because I use it, and I don't. I'm in this thing.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna take. Do not take. Just like our disclaimer. Do not take our medical advice either.
Hey, but I mean, I'm still alive though. I'm kicking. I'm breathing good. You see what I'm saying?
You're leaving out one important fact though.
What?
You're not gonna tell them what else you got to go along with that, Dr. Tishner?
Some weed.
And some other government provided substance injected into your arm. You're not gonna tell them what else you got to go with that. We just gonna leave that part out.
Oh, you're talking about that saline shot they gave me?
The fake vaccine they gave you.
The saline shot.
They gave you the placebo.
Right.
you in test group B.
Hey, straight shot. Straight salt.
I gave you that. So that
I'm like, damn.
Shot.
I'm sure not sweating like I was.
That little
straight shot.
They hit you with the a little what they call the little IV drip when they be trying to get you when people
we'll
be
put it all in
dehydrated.
there once.
They give you a little saline drip.
Put it all in there at once.
Did you ever go back and get a booster, G-Mac?
No. Not at all, sir.
Oh, I ain't gonna front. I got both my COVID shots and a booster. But I ain't go back for that second or third, and I'm definitely not getting no. I didn't do the other shit because at that point I thought it was just a money grab. I just like no. Right, the first time y'all, and I'm not one of them anti-vax people.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
No, you're not. No, you're not. We are.
Yeah, you are. I'm not an anti-vax person, but I've never gotten a flu shot either. I've also never been hella sick from the flu. So, but I also don't kiss nasty motherfuckers on the mouth. I'm very careful about who I swap spit with. So,
right.
And I don't run around touching doorknobs and then eating French fries with unwashed hands. New York City, of all the nastiest places in the world, you can touch food and eat with your hands. I mean, shit, you shouldn't even. If you have ever eaten a dirty water hot dog from a truck on the corner of New York City, your body can take anything. Your immune system is so fucking strong. If you ate anything off one of them hot dogs, you got little hot dogs on the trucks in the corner.
You talking about?
If you ever eaten that food off?
Don't say Nathan's, bro. Don't fuck with Nathan's.
I don't give a fuck. Nathan's, Barbara's,
hold up,
Greg's, any hot dog.
Fuck that.
Well,
100% beef. You can't. No, 100% beef, nigga. No.
It ain't the hot dog I'm talking about.
What is?
It's the guy serving you the hot dog from a truck with no bathroom facilities whatsoever.
You know what? I ain't even think about that shit.
Exactly.
When they gotta take a piss,
Exactly. See, my wife and I, we used to have a rule that if we ate off a truck, it had to be a truck run by a woman, because she ain't finna go behind the building and pee.
She just piss on herself.
No, maybe she got an adult diaper, but we do know if she go to the bathroom, 9 out of 10, she's somewhere in a sink. But them joints that have, I'm talking about the trucks that just be the hot water joints. They ain't got the little sink. I ain't talking about the ones with the little skillet and all that shit.
See, that's the beautiful thing about being a man. All they got to do is open the door and let it rain. You see what I'm saying? They don't even have to touch nothing. Just,
Yeah, I don't want pants man handling my food.
And then they got plenty of hand sanitizer.
Again, if you ever ate off food off one, not the trucks. I ain't talking about the trucks that's got the little, it's got the little stove in it and a little refrigerator. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the motherfuckers, the little cart that's on wheels. He be rolling around. He opened the little flaps up, full of hot water, full of sauerkraut, and he just got a little umbrella on that shit in the park. If you ever ate off one of them motherfuckers, your immune system is supercharged. You have fought off every known disease to man, for real.
Hey, I'm good anyway, because my immune system is super strong anyway, bro. But I eat Bambi if that motherfucker in front of me.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about a country immune system. That's different.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers swimming in lake water with radioactive waste, eat frog legs.
The same country. See what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I'm talking about in the country, not a different country. I'm talking about in the country. Country kids is different than city kids. Straight up. You can take a city kid and drop him in the country. He get to eating food that grandma plucked out of garden. He might fuck around and grow 3 inches. You take a country kid, take his ass to the city, 3 hours in, he choking off fucking monoxide poisoning from cars. He about to die walking around there because he ain't used to that shit.
You know what? I damn near did.
I know you did.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first moved in this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The country kid and
I had to get used to
kids.
it. I had to get used to the smell. You see what I'm saying? Once you get used to it, then I mean, and then when I go back home, it's like how the old school when your mama and your grandma used to mop and it'd be the pine sol and shit, that old pine sol smell and shit. I go down home like, pine sol fresh.
Shit, man. When I go home, the air tastes different. I mean, speaking of air, particularly right now, when the fucking air is orange outside.
Right.
What did y'all have in New York yesterday? Y'all shit hit purple. Like I'm talking.
I don't know what the fuck color it was. It was an unknown color.
No, I'm talking about. You know how they got the green, then they got the yellow, then they go to like orange, red, then they get the purple. Purple is like the air is absolutely unhealthy. Then they get to maroon. When they get to maroon, that means that shit is deadly. Like you got to have a gas mask on to be out fucking side.
So it was maroon.
No, the shit was purple today here. The fucking air quality rating hit purple. That means the air was unhealthy. They telling motherfuckers stay the fuck. I mean, I'm in my garage smoking a cigar because I'm a rebel. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, it's moving y'all way too.
Moving our way. It's been here since yesterday.
Shit, we've been dealing with that shit since the day before yesterday. And when I can still smell it. I can still smell it. But yesterday, bro, it was so fucking so much smog that it was a clear day outside, but you couldn't even see the sky, bro.
Dude, they canceled flights into LaGuardia. It was so bad. When they grounded flights because of air quality, nigga, that's the kind of shit that happen when you have blizzards or fucking monsoons. They don't cancel flights for air quality. When they cancel the flights because the fucking pilot can't see, nigga.
Yeah. And it's moving y'all way. It's moving y'all way. So
hey, is that Jen is here commenting? Jen, if you can comment, you can bring your monkey ass to work.
Yeah, I know, right?
And Jen, I wasn't even say nothing about the fact that I know you've been posting on Instagram, but you ain't showing up for the HoodCast. But we gonna that's another conversation.
That's why, Jen, I got a surprise for both of y'all asses.
Oh, here we go.
I got a surprise.
Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to ruin it. Are we gonna be happy about it?
You know, don't you? You know, don't you? You motherfucker. I
don't know.
You know, don't you? You do
Jen
know,
might
don't
know.
you?
I don't know.
You know, don't you? You know, don't you?
Well, you said you got a surprise for me and you got a surprise for Jen. I think I know.
Well, no. I said I got a surprise for you, but Jen gonna be mad that she ain't on here.
So I know what it is then. Anyway, I'm not gonna throw no salt in the game. I'll let G-Mac surprise us as he wish. He the boss.
You already knew who it was, nigga.
I see that. I didn't know anything until you said who it was. Now I know it's a person, and I know who the guest is for the night. And so, anyway.
Nah.
And
This Jenny, she gonna come back.
Jenny's gonna come back. Hey, on terms of famous people and problems, your boy Trump got indicted today. They hit him with them federal charges for them fucking documents he was holding on to. Yeah.
And guess what? Guess what's gonna happen?
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
He gonna go in. He already took his look. He gonna send them. He gonna email them his mug shots.
He gonna be like, "How about this one?"
Right.
Y'all like this? Is this a good size? Is this a good look on me? Is this a good? Yeah. Your boy got them indictments came down today, and
So did he have to turn himself in?
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, there's a whole nother world of rules when it comes to Donald Trump that the rest of us ain't privy to.
Right.
You know, my dude is when they talk about Teflon Don, this motherfucker been impeached twice, and is still running. He's been convicted of defamation in a sexual harassment suit. You know, and see, that's the thing. I will say this though: the way Donald Trump has been treated in the media, he has really shown us some of the bullshit that goes on. Because people are screaming, "Oh, he's been convicted of sexual harassment." I thought he was convicted of defamation in relation to comments he made about a sexual harassment claim. I don't know if he actually.
So he wasn't convicted for putting his hands on her booty?
I think he got convicted because of the shit he said about her in relation to it, not necessarily. I don't know though. I could be wrong. Because the thing about it was when he said some more shit during his town hall, she was turning around getting ready to hit him with another lawsuit for defamation because she had just won one. So I don't know if it was the sexual harassment part, but the whole point being the nigga said he do shit like that. That he, they let you do it, and that he's done it, and that he's a superstar. So I don't know. Anyway, I don't want us to get off topic. We got a great guest coming on with us tonight. I've been calling him Mr. Hayes, but I stumbled across this brother's Twitter, and he was spitting, like spitting. Spit. Like my man was coming with some. He got the lyrics, and for me, that's my only qualification.
Hey, Biggs, guess what?
What?
Before you do that, surprise!
Hey!
Hey, what's up, man? Man, what's
talking about?
Man, what's up, man? Man, how my mic?
Ready.
Man? Mic check. Mic check 1. Mic check 2.
Oh, fuck Kokomo. Again, it's too late for the mic check, so I guess you all right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
what's
up,
Good, bro. Koky Mo is back. Ladies and gentlemen, the return of Koky Da Don sound like a black exploitation film. He's back.
Man, it feels good to be back, man. What's up, people? What's up, world? How the fuck y'all been? Y'all been all right?
Man, we missed you, bro.
Man, I miss you cats too, man.
And you know all the gens, all of them, all her I'll just say co-workers.
Yeah, that COVID
definitely
stuff,
missed you.
Hey, man, I don't guess it's gonna ever leave. It's gonna be one of those things that's on a constant just.
And then look who saw that said want to come in and shit. Got all COVID and all that shit. I thought you was sick, Jen.
I am sick.
Can we cut Jen ass off? I know you didn't come back because Koky back.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
The power of Koky Da Don. He raised the dead around this motherfucker.
Listen, I want you to get well soon. Take care of yourself. I've been down with pneumonia for about a month and a half.
Yeah, it's out there still, y'all. It's real.
Yeah, but that pneumonia is a beast. I ain't had the COVID, but I had the pneumonia.
Yeah.
Man.
But no, this is my last quarantine day. I can smell now.
Well, we know that.
I can smell. My taste is not all the way back, and I really miss food a lot.
We're waiting on the breaking news because everything else we already know.
I'm tired.
She too tired to fight with me.
Yeah. Oh, I got your ass Monday.
I know you do. That's why
I
I'm trying to
got
get my
last
jabs
Monday.
in now.
But right now, between the B12 and the steroids, and I'm trying to suppress my urge to kill because we've been trapped in the house all together.
You all right?
You in the little tax write-offs?
They're not little no matter than shit. Them grown ass men.
Right. Oh, they just dependents. I forgot. You ain't getting credit for
I'm getting like knocks on the door. Like, can we get food?
Hey, ain't it cool that the whole crew has all their kids grown?
Yep. Everybody's grown.
But only half of us got their kids out the house.
Well, Gabby will leave in July.
Well, one of mine gonna leave in July. The other two, I don't know when they gonna.
I got a 6-year-old now. Hold on, I got a 6-year-old. I'm still doing piggyback rides and shit.
Wait.
Oh shit!
You got a what, Koky?
I got a 6-year-old. Should be 7. And November.
And notice he didn't say grandpa neither.
No,
he said daddy. Daddy.
He's still out here. Daddy. Look at this.
Daddy.
You got it.
Well, you got somebody to push you around in the wheelchair when you get old.
The Lord's gonna bless me so that while motherfuckers is getting pushed around, I'm gonna be walking around looking at them.
Thank you.
Damn, Henry.
Thank you, Koky. That's
Hey, y'all,
the only outlook.
Hey, you know this is a beautiful reunion and everything. But y'all, we got a guest. We can't let.
I know we got a guest. Mr. Hayes is hiding. He's sitting in the background. Should we bring him in now? Or we gonna bring him in after the first break.
We already brought him in, baby.
Let's bring him on in. Mr. Hayes, how are you, brother?
What up? What it
is? What's good? How you been?
Robb Hayes is in the house now.
I'm good.
Robb is so new to the show. Like I told you, I found him. I didn't find him. I ran across him on social media. And it was a video of you spitting. I don't remember the song. All I remember was I heard you doing your thing. I was like, fuck this. Let me grab him now. Because in a minute, he gonna be hard to book. I'm putting it out there. I'm speaking that into existence. You're gonna be hard to book in a minute, bro. You got some real skills. I'm glad you're here to talk about it. When we go into the next segment, I want to come back. I want to talk about the music because this is one of them interviews where I can actually ask you questions where I don't know the answers. Usually we have guests on here and I don't know shit about this man. I don't even know his real name. It may not even be his real name. Or his location. I don't know nothing about him. So I'm kind of excited. This is gonna be an interview we hadn't done in a while. Somebody none of us know. Usually we've got some past relationships with some, I guess.
And congratulations to all your success that you're receiving right now, man. Let's keep it pushing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys for inviting me here.
No problem, bro.
This is gonna be it. This is what like I said, this is gonna be your second home. We want to help push that Hayes brand out there because as long as you keep delivering, that's why I'm kind of anxious to get to this break because I know we got a video of yours. What's the video of yours we're gonna play during the break?
I think there's
Miss Hayes, which one you think it is? That's how we don't know shit about this man yet.
I think it's probably gonna be Gold Letter.
Gold Letter, is that it, G-Mac?
No.
No. Wait, well, which one is it then?
You know
which one is it? Either way, it don't matter because I can tell y'all for a fact, and I haven't even seen all these videos. I just saw him spitting on social media and was like, yo, this motherfucker's like, he cooking. But in the meantime, we have officially fucked off 20 minutes of your time. With that being said, we're going to take a break. We're going to go into this video by Mr. Hayes and let y'all know why we so excited to have him, or at least why I'm so excited to have him on the show, and to get my co-hosts excited because this is going to be the first time they've seen it as well. G-Mac, let's take a minute break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Mr. Hayes about the video.
Yes, sir. It shall. We should be right back, world, right after this. This is HoodCast 359, baby.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Thinking I don't know what you think at night. Yeah. I kick the shits with the homies past the weed in time. I'm flying coach to make the plays, I hope you see the signs. You see the vibe, I kick it even with the cleanest shoes. You know my drive is inspiration, not the vehicles. And I hope that you know I'm on take 33. Rub saying, baby, take two of these. Innovative, qualitative, and the main true indeed. And I don't know how you sleep at night, knowing that you know that I'ma get right. Better make use of your downtime, cause downtime turns it won't be around time. I know these fantasies I see. I make my light shine indeed. I'm me. I don't know how you sleep at night, knowing that you know that I'ma get right. Better make use of your downtime, cause downtime turn it won't be around time. Sit back, relax, I'm on another page sipping. Barbershop, I got a nigga fucking fade dripping. Times looking like money, get you paid different, laid different. Good music, fuck the age difference. Black Robin, this bitch, whoa, whoa. Laid back like bruh, man, from the fifth floor. TSA say I'm back in my bag, dog. I brag, dog. 24/7 fact, dog. But don't get this shit misconstrued. Rookie Rob still on a big ass move. Better make use of your downtime, cause downtime Turner won't be around time. I know these fantasies I see. I make my light shine indeed. I'm me. I don't know how you sleep at night, knowing that you know that I'ma get right. Better make use of your downtime, cause downtime Turner won't be around time. Return.
Mr. Robb Hayes, back in this thing. Second segment, HoodCast 359, baby. We in this thing. What Biggs go? Where's Biggs? The interview person. Well, we're back with our guest, Mr. Robb Hayes.
Mr. Hayes, man, that's a nice song right
there. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah,
that's
is.
It's a real nice song, man. It's real down to earth, you know what I'm saying? You can get jiggy with it and shit like that, you know?
You're late, Biggs, you're late.
I like that.
Thank you.
Now, there's one that I've been listening to off and on throughout the day, and it's one of your older tracks, Get Right.
That was the video.
Yeah, COVID got your eyes messed up.
It got you all fucked up. You just don't realize you watched the
your
video.
Eyes, your ears.
Listen.
I'm not Donald Trump now. I'm not Donald Trump. I know it sounds like I'm him, but I'm not him.
And your music is available on a lot of platforms. So what are some of the platforms?
You can get my music on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music. I think there's a platform called I think it's called Deezer. You can get it on anywhere, basically anywhere where they stream music.
So are you distributing through DistroKid or some of those cats?
I use TuneCore.
Oh, okay. So now that kind of leads me to our next question. You use TuneCore. Where you located? Are you in LA? Or you look like you're on the coast somewhere?
Yeah, I'm in LA. Well, I'm actually in a place called Upland, but everybody calls anywhere in California LA. So
everybody in New York thinks all of California is LA.
Yep, that's how it is.
I'll be honest with you. I flew out there. I landed in Oakland. I was like, I'm so happy to be in LA. And everybody looked at me like, nigga, this is not LA. I was gonna say though, you're on TuneCore. Have you gotten have your folks or you? I don't know. Do you got a management team or are you independent? What's the structure like around the Hayes, the whole project?
No, I'm independent. I mean, I've been a independent artist for about 10, 15 years. Like life gets in the way. And then I finally was able to kind of just start pushing my brand and not knowing where to go. I kind of had to push it myself. So I've been an independent artist for a long time. So,
well, since you're over at TuneCore, have you tried to get reached out to the new head of hip hop at TuneCore, Papoose? Because
no, you know what? You know what? I want to tell you because you all are all in New York, right?
Not all of us.
Not all of us, no.
Okay.
I'm in
Okay.
Maryland. These two, one in Texas, one's in Arkansas, and one's in New York.
Okay.
I'm in between, so you know.
For the person in New York, I had to tell you, like, before I moved to California, I was gonna move to New York, and there's something like my first love is being an MC. My first love is rap, hip hop, being an MC, better in my craft by the people that I've been inspired by from New York. So I was gonna move to New York, but I'm like, man, you have to be like, even the lowest person who like can't maybe rap that good is still one of the best, in New York. I feel like in New York, your bars have to be like legendary. And New York is it's like a magical place for me. I know this is going to sound weird, but it's just like, when I hear the stories about MCs and the different boroughs and the people there and everything, it's crazy. So just being interviewed, even by people from other places, but by somebody from New York as well, is just like, wow, like I feel like it's just a different cloth there.
Well, we don't want to burst your bubble, but everybody on this call is from Arkansas. we just happen to be spread out all over the country.
Right. But I am in New York, so I'm thinking that you.
Okay.
Yeah. But I will say this though, your reverence for hip hop, your reverence for the mecca of hip hop, in my opinion, where hip hop was founded, where it was born, where it was nurtured, before it got corporate, before it got to any other coast. That I can appreciate, because growing up I felt the same way. So I can fully understand. But I would say, do not let that deter you from going to that city and ripping motherfuckers' heads off on any microphone you can get your hand on. Because I will tell you, as a hip hop connoisseur, I'm not gonna say I'm a historian because Jen likes to call me old, brother. You have the talent to compete. In my opinion, I wouldn't have invited you to be on the show if I didn't think you had it. You have the talent to compete. I will say,
you sure wouldn't, boy. Look,
I'm
this man.
I'm the worst critic.
Not this
I'm
man.
the worst critic. I mean, I will hurt your feelings over breakfast if the eggs look runny. Don't have no fucking filter. But I will say this: I wouldn't. I reached out. I mean, I did. I hit his DMs like dudes be chasing down girls. I was like, bro, come be on the show, because you that dope. You that dope.
Thank you.
Now I will say, I know you get some Drake comparisons because of the style. Does that happen often? As people say that? Does that bother you or?
They say they do sometimes, but I get more so like a Will Smith. They say I'm like a Will Smith vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
I get more of a. I grew up from the song type. I get more of a Drake, but the way you spit though, I get a little Devin the Dude.
Well,
because
because
a little Devin the Dude in there.
The reason they give me Will Smith is because I have a video and a song called The Butter, and I was like, I love Will Smith. Like I love his music. I love his acting. But like at a point in time, Getting Jiggy With It was one of my favorite songs. So The Butter was my version of Getting Jiggy With It. And so when people see that video, they instantly think like, oh, you kind of remind me of Will Smith. So that's where I get like the Will Smith vibes from. The only time I hear Drake is from like certain songs, but I'm kind of, I just love to make music. So some songs are different. Yeah.
I can't be mad at that. Jordan Lucas got a whole fucking career out of.
I was thinking
Smith,
a little more Chance the Rapper.
I can see that too.
Okay.
I can see that too. It's the wordplay and you're not again, this is all my opinion and from limited knowledge and listening of your stuff, it's not heavy on foul language. It's not a lot of shock value. It's really some nice wordplay.
It's nice to vibe to. It's a whole mood.
Yeah,
Now,
we got
who's doing the
enough killing
production?
and shooting and robbing.
we got enough of that shit.
songs
Yeah.
going out.
Now, don't get me
we
wrong.
positive,
When I jump in
boy.
the car driving to the city, I got on the most gangster shit because that's how I feel in traffic.
Yeah.
Boy, that's how everybody feeling that track. You gotta feel gangster.
You have
this
to feel
track.
like that in traffic. You really need to be riding like this here, because that's how everybody else ride, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah, when I'm sitting on 95 and I know I'm 20 minutes late because this bitch in front of me just can't seem to make lights. So now I got on the highway late and the motherfucker in front of me don't know how to merge. Yeah, I want to reach up under my seat. I ain't got nothing under there, but I really wish I had something that I could.
Yeah, because I normally, when I used to have to go into work, I used to play as loud as I can. Limp Bizkit, Urban Assault Vehicle with DMX, Redman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's that move. Get out the way, shit. That make you ready. And today I was driving in actually with my wife. She was driving. I was going. I'm gonna tell you about this later. I went to the AWS Summit, which was kind of dope. And a motherfucker, she was making a right turn, and a motherfucker on a scooter went into the crosswalk, and she hit her brakes, screamed, and I grabbed her arm because what it looked like she was about to throw the car in park and get out the car on this motherfucker. And I'm like, my wife's from Brooklyn, so her temperament is about that short. Her fucking tolerance is like this big. And
she that big. She's as big as her tolerance.
She's about as tall as her tolerance. So she was about to jump out the car on this motherfucker. She was about to jump out because the motherfucker was like pointing at the crosswalk sign. She said, "Bitch, you on a scooter? You ain't a fucking pedestrian."
Right.
You know, in the city, they got all them bike lanes and all these lights for their asses, but they still don't follow those rules. I'm just kind of like, they done made every fucking allowance for your ass. If you get hit out here, well, they done made a lane for you. They got a special light for you, and you still want to act like a pedestrian. If you get hit, bitch, we go to court. I don't really think I'm in the wrong.
Well, you're not.
I really don't think I'm in the wrong, but
You
I do
can't
think
use a crosswalk as a road.
But I do think if my wife had jumped out and pushed this motherfucker off the scooter and commenced to stomping him in the ass, I don't know how I can defend that part. I can't holler stand your ground when you threw the car in park in a crosswalk in a school zone and jumped out and pushed the motherfucker off the scooter. You know what I'm saying?
Ass whooping in the school zone. That's an enhancement.
It was about to get, yeah, I think
That's
she
an
would have
enhancement for the
I didn't want that. But man, your music is definitely it's refreshing for one.
Yes, it is.
Who's doing the beats? Because the production is really sharp. Who's doing your production?
I buy all the beats offline. I have not found a like my own producer yet. I was working with one guy, but we kind of got into a little spat, and he went one way, I went the other, so I just continued to buy beats offline.
Yeah, life be lifing. I don't understand how that go.
Yeah,
I understand how that go. Well, you know, that's a baited question because we do production around here, but that's another discussion offline we can have another time.
I'm ready.
So now you got your stuff distributed. How's the shows going? What's your show schedule like? Are you? I mean, we back outside. COVID is calmed down, so to speak, except for in Jen's house. But are we looking at some shows coming up? What's website? Where can people come see you live?
So after COVID, it was a little tough to get into shows just because, the biggest people got the shows first. The people with more of the clout, got the shows first. I've been trying to book shows, but more so now it's kind of like I have to bring some acts with me. Being an indie artist, trying to promote myself, trying to build a fan base, especially in California and other states around, just to kind of bring people in, has been a little bit tough because, like you said, life be life, and it's a toss up. It's like, man, it's time for me to be an adult now. I can't be an artist right now because this goes to adult stuff and this goes to artist stuff. So but right on the radar, there's not a show coming up. But there will be soon. I've been emailing, so all I got to do is speak it into existence and try as hard as I can to try to get
my man.
Yeah,
absolutely. So,
absolutely.
So, do you go old school sometime? You got to like pop the damn trunk open, like goddamn me, come get it, goddamn me, or just listen to this, or sometimes you got to give something away too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of the times it's straight word to like. Word of mouth. So like I'll go out and I'll have like a card with something they can like scan the QR code, but I'll have like a speaker with me and I'll like talk to people. And I won't hand them anything like a disc or something, because there's out here in LA, there's a lot of people trying to give you CDs still and, you know, listen to my music. Now I'm not knocking it, but it's a different age to where it's kind of like, if I pay $10 for the CD, what if there's nothing on it? And if he gets $10 and there's nothing on the CD, you know, more luck to, you know, he's hustling and he got the $10. But at the same time, like, I want people to scan in right there, follow me, listen to my music. It's playing on the speaker right now. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I try
you're doing a guerrilla pop-up kind of thing. You just kind of you're right. But I mean, you know what? That's really taking it back to a lost art form of the street team. I mean, you're your own best promoter, and you got to do that because it's online. It's so noisy and so loud. It's kind of hard to be seen. So, I mean, I think taking a two-pronged approach, man. I will say this, and I want it marked in history, G-Mac. We got to make this one the best of. I predict going in 2024, my man is gonna pop. He's gonna pop. You definitely gonna pop.
Okay.
And shit, offline, we can make some phone calls and ask some people that's pretty close to you that may be interested in some of your assistance. 'Cause I mean, a lot of times as an artist, while you waiting on that record to break, you can use those other talents to feed yourself. Obviously, you can write.
Yeah.
There's people in need of that. And there's producers.
There's a lot of people that's in need of that, brother. It's a lot of people.
There's a lot of them. Shit. And there's producers that are right around the corner from you. Some have been on this show that may be interested in your talent. So I haven't done this in a long time, but and I'll be honest, I'm usually like reluctant to do this, but I would like to try to point you to some folks. You know,
I would love that, man. I would love that. And you know, one thing I've always believed in, and especially in the time now, because I feel like, you know, you got all the younger rappers, you know, the rappers with the Lil in front of their names and stuff like that. And then you got the Kendricks, the J. Coles and stuff like that, who's kind of made their mark. And then you got the, you know, older rappers, or like the rappers that we grew up on who are legendary and classic. And I feel like music is kind of in a standstill. So I feel like right now is the perfect time for me to kind of wiggle my way in. And I've always believed that good music will prevail. So like, while, you know, like you guys found me on Twitter, I'm not a guy, I'm confident in my music. I'm not like narcissistic or arrogant about it, but I'm confident in the music that I make. So I feel like if I promote it online and I try my best to promote it with the funds that I can, people will hear it, people will find it, and, you know, I will bring some people in because, you know, it's a microwave society. So people kind of get tired of hearing things they've heard a lot, and they want something new, you know? So I feel like this is the perfect time for me to kind of wiggle my way in.
Hey, yeah, you can fill a void. There's always space. I remember one point when he was talking about Nicki Minaj, it appeared to be the only female rapper out there. Now she got a lot of people in her lane. And there's still an abundance of solo black male rappers out there. But there's only a few that's getting a little light because there's so many imitators. You know, for every 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5 of who's hot right now, there's 100 in each one of those same lane trying to be that guy. So you to be able to stand out over here to the left or to the right of that really gives somebody, you know, some other options. It's like, I don't know, like America in our two-party system, sometime a third option would be pleasing. Not in 2020, not in this election coming up, but maybe down the road after we get some of the crazy straightened out. In the meantime, bro, let's get to some music. And when we come back, I want to talk to you more about your influences. We talked about who you looked up to. We talked about the Will Smith thing, but kind of, I want to hear about what you're feeling right now. And we're going to talk about that coming up in the next segment. G-Mac, you ready to play some more music for me, bro?
Yeah, we're going to play we're gonna play one of Mr. Hayes' songs.
Let's do that. And welcome back, Koky Da Don.
Man, appreciate it, ain't you, man? Miss you guys.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back, boy.
Yeah.
G-Mac, I appreciate that surprise.
I know. Come on, we'll be right back, y'all, right after this.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Yeah. 17. Hey, I'ma do a little dance, little mama. She know the routine. Black bandana, juicy curls with the blue jeans. Same Robbie and the kid got a new team. Universe, can you label me a star now? Get your autograph before I get too far. Way humble to complain, there's people with true problems. Whack music killing great chances. The new violence, Robbie. One eye, I'm the new pirate. Give me a shot of caffeine, cause I'm a busy guy. Couple classes working 50 hours getting by. You know the struggle, half hate, the other sympathize. New word, can't life be simplified? Can't I find a girl who ain't that groupified? Give me props, cause I know you wanna eat too. Fake friends really have a hard time seeing through. Mixed with the ones who always say they believe in you.
They can't deny it, see you faded off the things that I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. You wanna fight it, see you worried about the things that ain't true. Yeah, yeah. You've got me feeling brand new. Yeah, there's nothing in this world I can't do. Yeah, yeah. You've got me feeling brand new. Yeah, there's nothing in this world I can't do. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Coming for the city, it's a party over here. Summertime Rob, catch me in a lawn chair all year. Fresh off a breakup, torn if music comes this good, I should get broke up more. I met new people, seen new places, prayed half-ass, used God's graces, working towards getting rich and cooking up schemes so good the blind could even see what I mean. Back home is a shocker like, do you remember Robert, like the kid who look weird, who always standing at a locker like, yeah, he gon' be the aqua type, see? They ain't even got nobody popping like me. They ain't even got nobody rocking like me. Back on some new things I just might be. Cool slim cat got his whole time free. Cool boy rocking like a fresh high seat.
They can't deny it, see you faded off the things that I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. You wanna fight it, see you worried about the things that ain't true. Yeah, yeah. You've got me feeling brand new. Yeah, there's nothing in this world I can't do. Yeah, yeah. You've got me feeling brand new. Yeah, there's nothing in this world I can't do. Yeah, 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 yeah. I finally feel brand new. I wanna feel your body, baby, 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 baby. Help me feel brand new. How you do that thing you do? You finally got me feeling new. You got me feeling brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new. They can't deny it, see you faded off the things that I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. You wanna fight it, see you worried about the things that ain't true. That ain't true. Yeah, you've got me feeling brand new. Yeah, there's nothing in this world I can't do. I can't do. Yeah, you've got me feeling brand new. Yeah, there's nothing in this world I can't do. I can't do. Yeah, brand new.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Say hood.
Hey yo, Q. Hey yo, Q. Hey yo. Give him something to vibe to.
No need to ask for handouts from them folks that held they hand out. Let's be clear. That's that shit that I can't stand now. And your feelings, I understand that. But fuck them, man, where your plan at? Look me in my eyes, then where your head at? Ain't no motion for where your legs at. Yo, gal, don't listen, cause you ain't let it yet. Fucking a man, yeah, cause boy, you been surviving, but ain't started to live yet. Then gave up on your dreams and got you living with regrets. Expecting shit from others is a dead situation. Man, stop being complacent, cause everybody want a handout. They do. But when it's time to hand out, nobody's giving handouts now. subject. Bet you won't get far asking your people for nothing. When most of them struggling, either working or hustling. But when they see you coming, yeah, you asking for something. See, it's a method to this life shit. If you don't earn it, you won't respect it. You value or neglect it. What you mean, your nigga? Stop saying that you stressing. Cause if you breathing, it's a blessing. Now what don't kill you, make you stronger. Like being broke shit make you hustle. Now they ain't gonna give you what you ask for, but you can't lose when you grind or when you hustle. Everybody want a handout. Damn right. But when it's time to hand out, nobody's giving handouts now. I guess I gotta do it on my own. I guess I gotta fix shit on my own. I'll do it on my own, alone. I guess I gotta fix shit on my own. I say, alone. Just me, myself, and I.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Blame it on the high, don't blame it on me. All I want is love, but love don't want me. Boys want fun, but they don't want me. Know you're right here, but I'm still lonely. Blame it on the high, don't blame it on me. All I want is love, but love don't want me. Boys want fun, but they don't want me. Know you're right here, but I'm still lonely. So bad, but I sunk even more. Hard on my sleeve, trailing blood on the floor. 10 years later, and I'm still so sore. Cause I sold my soul to the boy next door. Crossed my heart, and I'm on my knees. All while life chose to gaslight me. Called me a buzz, forgot who I was. I am who I am, and that's just not enough. Blame it on the heart, don't blame it on me. All I want is love, but love don't want me. Boys want fun, but they don't want me. Know you're right here, but I'm still lonely. Blame it on the heart, don't blame it on me. All I want is love, but love don't want me. Boys want fun, but they don't want me. Know you're right here, but I'm still lonely. Might drink for two in a party of one. Let go my trade, I'm a master of none. 12 years later, and it's come undone. Let go my address and flew to the sun. Think I met a new boy on the surface. Not a stand-in, but a purpose. He gives me a rush, I hope that it's us. I am who I am, and I'm just not enough. Blame it on the high, don't blame it on me. All I want is love, but love don't want me. Boys want fun, but they don't want me. Know you're right here, but I'm still lonely. Blame it on the high, don't blame it on me. All I want is love, but love don't want me. Boys want fun, but they don't want me. Know you're right here, but I'm still lonely. I'm still lonely.
Still lonely, huh? Well, and we're all lonely sometimes. We are back where we are back. Third and final segment of HoodCast 359.
With Mr. Robb Hayes in the building.
Yeah.
That's it.
59.
Mr. Robb Hayes. Rob, who you got singing on the tracks, man? Who's the young lady you got singing on that voice? First one going into the break.
That was one of my friends, Savannah. At the time when we recorded the song, she was, I think, like 17, and now she's probably about 21, 22.
Oh, that joint's 4 years old, for real?
Yeah, it's old, man.
That shit sounds fresh, though. Yeah, it's right.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean,
it is, bro.
It is fire. I ain't gonna front.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna front, man. Your songs are definitely introspective too, man. Like, what's the inspiration behind your music? Is it personal incidents? Is it life? What no? When you put that pen to paper,
there's always something in my songs that have a little bit to do with my life. Because that's where a lot of my inspiration comes from. Like, especially in that song, I was going through a breakup when I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, if I write songs like this, I need to get broke up more, because it's like that came right after that, and I wrote it in an airport. And it's funny because I heard something on an interview the other day about how, I don't know if you guys might have heard this, but Kenny Smith was talking about how you're not supposed to sleep on a plane. You're supposed to be, if you're doing something creative, stay awake on a plane, because when your brain is more like you're smarter or something like that, like you'll be able to be more creative. So
really,
yeah. It's something to the effect of, and I saw that. It's something to the effect of, if you stay awake on a plane, it heightens your senses and you're more aware of what's going on around you. So if you're a creative person, you can be inspired by what you see.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I sleep on every fucking flight I get on. Matter of fact,
It depends. If it's a good movie, I'll watch it until I fall asleep.
You know what? I can't go to sleep on a plane. I can't do it.
I go to sleep on a plane because I always had this thing like, if this motherfucker crash, I don't want to see it come. I just want to wake up and
you know what? I be thinking that too.
I just want to be there.
I ain't gonna lie, one movie killed me from flying for years. One movie killed me.
I am the black box.
Remember that? Hey, is anybody remember that first Final Destination?
Oh my God, this dude here.
Oh shit! I just got through watching the last season of Manifest. That crazy.
I know, right?
Oh, I don't want to ruin for anybody that's been watching.
True, right? That shit probably true.
I don't even like that show. My wife got into it, and then I like skipped like season 3 because I was like,
right, season 3. That's why I was like, it was getting whacked towards the end of the second season.
That shit was some Tyler Perry level writing going on with some guiding light soap opera type.
Now that first season is nice though. I ain't gonna even lie.
I ain't gonna front. The first season was nice. I got into it, but what happened was better shows came out. Like I got into Succession, and Succession to me is like top tier writing and acting all the way across. So when I go back and watch other shit that came out before, like during that time, I watch that shit and be like, "Oh, this shit's garbage."
I didn't get on that shit.
Succession was dope. Say it again.
I said, well, let me ask you this right here. Do you believe in the Bermuda Triangle?
No. I don't believe it.
Koky is back.
Yeah, Koky Mo's
I don't know what to believe.
Koky is our resident conspiracy
theorist. Yes. Yeah. That's what Koky specialized in.
Go back and watch some of the shows from last year, and you'll be realizing why we're so happy to have him back, because he take us off on the deep end sometimes. That just
down the rabbit hole.
I'm talking about Alice in Wonderland and beyond.
Don't listen.
I never heard it big enough for him.
It be true facts though.
According to you,
sweetie.
Because you don't even want to, Rob, the fucking debates we used to have about the vaccine, which I'm not trying to start right now, Koky.
Do not.
Yo, bro, I'm talking about he had us on the watch list for some of the shit he was saying. Like, he had us in danger out here. I'm like looking around corners before I leave the house with this dude.
Well, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got some facts in it.
We will not use me as the control subject.
Rob, in case you don't know,
didn't nobody even tell you to open your mouth, but you just
y'all said
that. So since you said that,
and
Jen would have never got caught if he would keep his motherfucking mouth shut.
Yeah, right. See what I'm saying?
Now, Rob, you don't know this about our guests. About my co-hosts on the show, we all have professionals outside of this. Kokomo's a comedian as well as an entrepreneur. G-Mac, licensed fucking lifeguard trainer, professional lifeguard, licensed master barber, and an engineer. Jen's a registered nurse with a master's in nursing education.
Okay.
And she has COVID. But we're not even gonna go down that path. And I do a variety of shit just to keep the lights on. So,
Okay.
I can't wait till Monday, Methuselah.
And she's an ageist, by the way. So what'd you say, Koky?
I'm asking, did he get the jab? Is it the jab or is it the jug?
Did you get Rob? Did you get are you vaccinated, brother, for COVID?
I am, but let me tell you. So at first I was really like skeptical about it. But I was raised in Kentucky, but I moved to Minnesota. So when I went back to Minnesota, what was that?
I said, that's cool.
Oh, yep. I went to Minnesota to visit my dad, and my dad, he got the vaccine. So I went with my sister, and I wasn't going to get it. I went with her to get her second one. And she told me, she's like, you're getting this vaccine. You're not leaving out of the parking lot until you get the vaccine. So then I was like, all right. And I got it.
Strong-armed. Gotcha.
Yep. Strong-armed got me. Yep.
Put parking lot intervention on your ass.
Yep.
And see, I was strong-armed into getting it. If it was not mandated, I would have never gotten it.
See, that's the thing.
And me also sort of kind of. I had no choice.
So just say, Koky. Let Koky go ahead, Koky. I've been listening to this.
I didn't have no choice, you know. I did though, but I didn't because I had to look towards the future, and I had to make a move, and my move required me to get stuck.
At this point, I don't see why I got it.
You know what I'm saying? I had Dr. Tishner, so I got Dr. Tishner on my side, so I was fucked up. They ain't gonna do shit to me.
Rob,
saying?
D-Mac firmly believes that gargling and swallowing little Dr. Tishner will keep you from getting sick from COVID.
Gargling? Gargling ain't gonna do shit. You gotta smell that shit.
For everything.
You gotta drink that shit like water.
Hey, do y'all use salt water for like mouthwash?
Yes.
I'm a Listerine junkie. Okay. If I leave the house and come back, if I got a little tickling right here, I'm gargling like a fucking mouth.
I also use something, Rob, called oil pulling with coconut oil to clean my teeth. So there's a lot of things that I use that are holistic. Most of what I've used during COVID has been holistic medicine. So
and she keeps a lit instant in the corner listening to Erykah Badu all day too.
I'm gonna say to me, if my shit, if I put some mouthwash in my mouth, if my motherfucking mouth don't burn like goddamn me, like somebody threw a fucking grenade in my mouth and it just exploded, it don't even work for me. So,
wait a minute, but you can drink 80 proof Dr. Tishner's? That make sense.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what he wants. He wants that shit to burn his face off. Yeah, we're weird. We're a weird mixed bag of bunch over here, man.
No, y'all weird. No, I'm not weird.
Jen, we won't even go down the real track that you're on. We lucky she not wearing a leather mask with a zipper on the mouth right now.
That was Christmas.
He's in the closet right now. Goddamn me.
She got a motherfucker tied up right now talking about, Jen, can I go home? Trust me.
She ain't got no trust. You don't got to tie them up because they got to be quarantined with her ass.
Right. It's usually the one that's the most normal one is the one that ain't normal.
Go sit on the couch over there. You ain't going nowhere.
Again, you will not speak of my submissive that way.
You're not going nowhere. You have found yourself down a rabbit hole of crazy, Mr. Hayes, and I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I love it.
Be professional. So, Rob.
Yes.
I was reading something today because I ain't got nothing but time. Tupac, some of his best songs, he said he wrote in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Wyclef Jean, Going to November, he wrote it in the airport. So for you, where are you the most creative?
In my car, which is dangerous because I ride a lot while I'm driving.
Okay.
And I know that's weird, but I have to be on the move because if I sit down and write, I used to be able to just sit down and write, but now if I do it, I just get distracted. So I have to be on the move. So if I'm, walking outside, or if I'm at work, or if I'm driving in the car, like my phone will be on the little the mount, and I'll be listening to a beat. I'll be driving, and then I'll come up with ideas, and I'll write it down real quick.
Are you writing them down?
Write it down while you're driving.
Are you writing them as red lights, please? Because before I make a phone call for you, I don't want to do this and find out you was in an accident working on a new single, because that would be very just. God damn, bro.
A lot of it comes in my head, and I'll kind of recite it, and then I'll write it when it slows down or something like that. And then, like, if I get to a stop, I'll write it down. But a lot of the ideas come in my car.
You ever think about a voice recorder? Maybe you could just spit it and then write it later.
They have transcribe.
They got so much technology now that you don't have to actually write while driving. You can just hit the record button, spit them bars, and even with the beat playing in the background. Bro, please don't have me Don't have me reaching out to folks for you and find out you got hit by a bus because your ass was writing lyric going down.
I mean, if you can't stop and you gotta be in motion to write it, you need to do something else than drive.
Hey, how about you catch the bus? How about we have writing? I got an idea, Rob. You can have writing days where you just jump on the bus, ride from north south, and just write your heart out. Then
you know what? Eminem did that. I'll do that.
Why don't you call an Uber? Call your Uber. Get your beats together. Call an Uber. He's like, "Where you going?" You can say Oakland. Jump in that motherfucker and just get the whole album done before you get back.
Hey, or if you're feeling adventurous and shit, you gotta have a thrill. Just skydive and have you
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Jump out of plane and driving in LA.
All the Californians be doing that shit.
I mean, if you're really feeling adventurous, you could ride through Compton wearing an all red jersey, hanging out the window. I'm just trying to help him out because I don't think he should be behind.
That's more dangerous than driving drunk.
But it's gonna give you that inspiration you need. It's that anger and that fear that's gonna fire you up.
In the hood, they call that put that fire in your ass.
Nothing inspires a man more than gunshots. I'm just saying. I understand it. I've written some of my best work in dangerous conditions.
Ain't it time for your night meds?
It really is. It kind of is. So listen, Rob, on our show, we got a thing we call random statements. At the end of the show, I guess whatever comes to the top of your head comes out your mouth. We don't want you to think about it. We don't want you to make it politically correct. As a matter of fact, you saw the disclaimer at the beginning of the show. We expect it not to be. So since you're our guest, and Kokomo's going second because he just came back and he had a random statement all year. So Rob, you're our guest. Give us your random statement for this show.
I love music, man, and next year I'm going to be one of the biggest artists to pop out of nowhere.
Oh shit. That's what's up.
Indeed,
what's
sir.
Up. Right
Indeed.
There. Yeah, that's what's up.
Indeed. I believe that. Just way left. Rob, where can they find you online? Give us your website, your social media. Where can they hunt you down?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud at Robb Hayes Music. That's ROBBHAYES Music. You can find me Spotify, iTunes, Apple, iTunes, YouTube at Robb Hayes Music. Yep, all that.
At Robb Hayes Music. We'll make sure we'll put that in the description for this show. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been Robb Hayes. Thank you, sir, for coming out. Thank you for joining us. We're going to keep on with our random statements. Koky Da Don, welcome back, my brother. You have been missed greatly. It was a campaign to get you back on the show. I'm telling you. Hit us with your random statement, sir.
Man, what today's dreams is tomorrow's accomplishments.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Jen, since you've been sickly, we know you hadn't had time to Google yours because Jen's random statements always sound like fucking Hallmark cards. I swear to God, she looks these shits up first. Go ahead, Jen.
Real friendship is through the heart, not through the eyes.
Oh, I thought the best way through a man's heart is to his stomach.
That's just you because you hungry.
Greedy.
I'm not hungry, actually.
He probably just ate a coon or some shit. G-Mac is also our resident mountain man. This motherfucker will.
See, that's what the fuck you old motherfucker. You don't eat coon this time of year because it's got parasites on it. Bastard.
The fact that he knows that, tells you something. He knows the right season to eat coon.
Right. He eats roadkill, basically.
I don't know.
You don't eat animals out the fucking forest and it's hot outside. Dumb asses.
Okay, well, even if you kill them yourself, or if you shoot a deer, well, this ain't deer season though. It's too hot for that, right?
You got mosquitoes, worms, all types of shit out of.
All right. Man. Again,
y'all asses would. Hey,
it takes a mountain man to know that.
I'm gonna tell you this much, world. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this much. These niggas got me to want to go ahead and go. I've been drinking. So, hey, if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about on eating forest animals, shut the fuck up.
I guess this is a random statement. All right. And let me give you mine. Stop taking financial advice from social media.
Oh, thank you,
Stop
Lord.
taking advice on technology from social media. Yes. These people are pumping fear right now. And the reason I say that, just let me continue on. I was at the AWS Summit for the last 2 days. workshops on generative AI, workshops on AWS Deep Composer, which is a AI tool for creating music. You might want to check that out. I think any music creative should want to check it out. There's a lot of tools out there. And of all the discussions I was in, all these breakout sessions, you know, the one thing people were not talking about? They were not talking about how AI is going to take your job. They were talking about ways to use AI for innovation, ways to utilize AI to help you with creation, ways to utilize AI for healthcare, ways to utilize AI for equity, and for even talking about ways for using AI to predict forest fires, particularly dealing with the issue that we're having right now on the East Coast from the fires in Canada and the bad air pollution that we're dealing with in New York and the Eastern Seaboard. That's what they were talking about. And because we were so busy doing that, I posted a couple of pictures and stuff like that. I wasn't on social media for 2 days. I mean, I posted, you know, on a couple of things from some images from the workshops I was in, but I wasn't scrolling through shit. And I found that a level of anxiety I felt, I didn't have that because I was around a bunch of creative people who were using the advancements and new tools that were available to create things and move themselves forward. They weren't, I'm talking about, there were thousands of folks there. Every workshop I was in, there was no less than 40 to 50 people in some of the smaller ones. And some of the larger ones, I was actually in a presentation from NVIDIA. If you don't know who NVIDIA are, NVIDIA's right now damn near worth $1 trillion because of their work in AI.
They do the cars.
Well, that's what most people know them from, and that's where they started from. But now they're doing so much imaging because they're bigger imaging company. They're doing so much imaging and so much machine learning because with AI they can do automation with cars because AI can create these virtual roads for the car to learn on. A car doesn't actually have to learn on a real road. And none of these things was anybody talking about, oh, AI is going to take your job. You better do this. None of that shit. Everything was all about being creative, being forward thinking, being innovative. It was such a positive experience. And I'm talking about a room full of, I would say, pretty smart people. Nobody, not in the whispers in the hallway, not around lunch sessions. Nobody was talking about. So all that shit you see online, you got to learn how to block that shit and ignore it. Because it will have you thinking the world is coming to an end. Your job is going to disappear. There's no place for you here because you aren't as smart as a computer. Those same people also tell you to download their fucking ebook at the end of all that speech shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit, you better watch the fuck out. Niggas ain't watching movies and shit.
I mean, the same folks that put it out there, was the company, I forgot the name of the company. They also went to Congress and said, hey, they think it ought to be a halt on some of the development AI. There's also
I'm not saying it being a halt.
DR newsletter where they tell you, well, you can go download this newsletter and we'll give you the updates on the latest AI tools. A lot of people complain about the links in that shit don't go nowhere, or they clicked on a link and it downloaded something. Stop going to social media to get your fucking information on what's going on in the world. Most of those folks are a bunch of influencers trying to get clicks. They're not there to actually inform you. They're called influencers, not informers. So get you some entertainment. It's all fucking entertainment. Understand that. That's my random statement and partial rant for the day. Mr. Hayes, thank you for joining us, brother. I appreciate you coming on. We will keep pumping your music. We will keep praising your work and your name, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. This
is your second home. You're welcome here anytime. And definitely, I got your email. I got your contact information. Maybe we can try to connect some dots and, no promises made, but there will be efforts attempted. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Right. You're welcome. G-Mac, Koky Mode, Jen, y'all ready to get out of here?
Yes,
Yep. World, thank y'all for coming through yet another one. We shall see y'all Monday. Everybody have a good day, baby.
Have a hood day.
Have a hood day.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast. HoodTech presents the HoodCast.